Hello everyone, nice to meet you again with the Disney 3D Art channel. In today's video it will be the character Dandy Crow from the movie Dumbo. The crows are supporting characters in Disney's 1941 animated feature film Dumbo. They are a wisecracking chorus of anthropomorphic crows who pride themselves in having seen everything. The crows initially heckle and mock Timothy Q. Mouse and Dumbo, but later become sympathetic of their plight and are responsible for teaching Dumbo how to fly. Dandy Crow, also known previously as Jim Crow, is the classy, cigar-smoking leader of the flock. Donning his signature vest, spats, and derby hat, Dandy carries himself with a self-assured flair. He has a commanding presence and does most of the talking amongst the group. He is intelligent, being learned in the field of psychology. He is also implied to be well-traveled, as "When I See an Elephant Fly" alludes to a colorful history. Fats gets his name from his rotund appearance. Donning an open front red vest and blue hat, Fats speaks with low-pitched voice and has a jolly deposition. He is not particularly smart, as he was unsure as to whether or not dead people can snore. He tends to hold his belly when he laughs. Deacon gets his name from his attire, which resembles that of a church deacon. He is refined and subdued and the tallest of the crows. Deacon is often seen with his wings firmly tucked behind his back. Dopey lives up to his namesake with his sloppy posture and clothing. His signature ensemble includes a yellow straw hat with a missing top, which is held up by his beak. The hat typically obscures his eyes. Dopey's often unorthodox posture suggests that he is the most eccentric of the group. Specs is the shortest of the crows, named for his oversized pink-lensed glasses. Additionally, he wears a red sweater and a blue cap. Specs' small size makes him the frequent butt of the crows' jokes. He has a childlike deposition and a high-pitched voice. He is zestful and often looks to the other crows to cure his curiosity, as a child would to their elders. The original story treatment for Dumbo by Joe Grant and Dick Huemer featured a large, rusty-looking crow that Dumbo and Timothy encountered in their adventure. This was later expanded to a chorus of crows. Ward Kimball, one of Walt Disney's 9 old men, supervised animation of the crows. Early storyboards and model sheets depict the crows as physically identical, but Kimball was inspired by audio tracks of the Hall Johnson Choir to differentiate the crows as unique personalities. As was the case with 1938's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, live-action models were used to assist in animating the characters. In this case, Freddie and Eugene Jackson, also known as the Jackson Brothers, were called into the studio. The Jacksons were a song and dance team, famous for their vaudeville and film work. They provided Kimball with various routines and poses that would be incorporated into the animation of the "When I See an Elephant Fly" sequence. While the crows went unnamed in the film, model sheets, the film's scripts, and publicity material referred to the characters as Jim Crow, Specs, Dopey, Deacon, and Fats, although Specs was, at one point, also referred to as Little Guy. The name Jim Crow was derived from a racist caricature that originated in the 19th century minstrel shows, popularized by Thomas Dartmouth Rice. The Jim Crow caricature portrays African Americans with exaggerated demeaning features and behaviors, cementing racist stereotypes. Over time the name became synonymous with the segregation laws and discriminatory practices the institutionalized racial inequalities in the United States. Jim's name was officially changed to Dandy Crow in the 1950s in an attempt to avoid controversy. However, both the Jim Crow and Dandy Crow names have since been used interchangeably. Fats was a common stage name used by black jazz artists during the 1920s and 1930s. Such as Thomas Fats Waller and Theodore Fats Navarro. The personalities and mannerisms of the crows, specifically their fast-paced, back-and-forth dialogue, has been likened onto the backchat found in the band records of African Americans artists of the time, such as Cab Calloway and Louis Armstrong. Animation historian John Canemaker thematically relates the crows to the struggles of African Americans of the time period as an alienated group themselves. They sympathize with Dumbo's plight, being ostracized because of his physical being. The Hall Johnson Choir, an all-black gospel group based in Los Angeles, provided both the speaking and singing voices for Fats, Deacon, Dopey, and Specs. The leader of the Crows was voiced by Cliff Edwards, who had previously voiced Kimball's Jiminy Cricket character in 1940's Pinocchio. Kimball was responsible for Edwards' casting, stating, "Cliff Edwards doing the voice of Jim Crow really made the whole sequence, because he was quite adept at doing kazoo solos on his old records, and he could vocally imitate other instruments." The casting of Edwards and the Hall Johnston Choir inspired Kimball when designing the Crows and establishing their personalities. Kimball recalled, "The voices we used for the other Crows were from the Hall Johnson Choir, a group from a well-known black church in Los Angeles. That's why the development and differentiation of the characters really began on the night that we started recording. After listening to the voices, I decided that maybe the squeaky high voice might be the little crow with the kid's cap and pink glasses, and Jim Crow would be the big, dominating boss crow with the derby." Later, I began to graphically redesign the characters to make them emphatically different types. First is to draw the body of the crow, then wear an striped shirt and blue coat outfit for Dandy Crow. Next is to draw the tail of the crow, then draw 2 legs for Dandy Crow. Next is to draw 2 wings of the crow, then draw the head and make the face for Dandy Crow. Finally, draw the beak of the crow and then draw the hat. Attach the leaves for Dandy Crow. So the character Dandy Crow from the movie Dumbo has been completed. If you like this video tutorial, please like and subscribe button to receive the new notify. At the same time, download the app and go to the website DisneyStore to shopping online, as well as Disney Plus to watch some movies and TV shows for free, used by many peoples of the world. We'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you and goodbye everyone.